1, Viktor Axelsen.
Let's do the toss. Red or black? Red for you, black for you. Black. Decide.
So Viktor Axelsen wins the toss of the coin and chooses to stay this near side of the court, playing with the drift, which I believe for singles is the more difficult end to play, because simple singles tactics is to try and outmaneuver your opponent, and to do that you need to use all 4 corners of the court, and if you're struggling to control the shuttle at the back of the court, then it's very difficult to outmaneuver your opponent. 30 years of age now, the Olympic champion, and he's enjoying his 182nd week in total as world #1. Born in Odense, which is where we have the Denmark Open, and 2-time Olympic medalist. He was a bronze medalist in Rio, and then of course that gold medal in Tokyo, beating Chen Long, who had been the defending champion in the final. He has had a hard battle so far. 3 games in his 2 previous matches against Lakshya Sen. Came from 8-10 down in the deciding game. In fact, won 8 straight points to go 16-10 up, eventually winning it 21-13. And then against the left-hander, Leong Jun Hao from Chinese Taipei. Again, 3 games needed there. Leong Jun Hao is 24 years of age, born in the Malaysian capital of Kuala Lumpur. 172 equates to 5'8", and he's went up 1 place to 36 on the world rankings published on Tuesday earlier this week. 1 place down from his career high, and I can't help but think that he might just go up to a new career high after this week here in Singapore. His first quarter-final at this level of competition. Beat Kanta Suniyama of Japan in the first round, and then that wonderful victory over the 2-time defending champion, Anthony Sinisuka Ginting. Our umpire for this one, Ivo Kassel from Switzerland, and the service judge from Singapore. Viktor Axelsen's coach, Henrik Lurula, also happens to be his father-in-law. On the Malaysian coaching bench, Rexy Manaki, nearest to us, and Tae Soo Bok. Tae Soo Bok, for so long, Lee Chong Wei's coach. And did wonderful things for that Malaysian player. Oh, yes, of course we've got lots of Malaysian fans in here watching today. Well, Viktor Axelsen, fresh from victory last week, his first final and title of 2024 at the Malaysia Masters, where he beat Lee Si Jia in the final.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Leong Jun Hao, Malaysia. On my left, Viktor Axelsen, Denmark.
So it is the Malaysian Leong Jun Hao getting this quarter-final underway against the Olympic champion Viktor Axelsen. Oh, that's great fire. Well, Jeff, we know that this tall Dane, 6'4" of him, is a very special player. But what makes him so special? Oh, that's landed in. That's great control.
Yeah, I think he's just got everything. He's got a huge attack. I think I know that he works a lot with his mobility and his ability to defend, especially in low positions when he is such a tall man. But I feel like he's kind of got the best of the European traits with the steep smashes, the really good tactical awareness. But I also believe he's done a lot of good technical training in the past, so he can still play all the shots he needs to from the net. He's extremely diverse in his shots. He can play any shot to any position as he'd like to. And when he's ahead, I find it super difficult for their opponents to break his momentum. He's so mentally strong, especially when he's in the lead.
Yeah. I think he's also, perhaps, I hope I'm not being unfair to other players, but I think he's taken his professionalism to a new level. You know, he has consulted, you've already mentioned his mobility, he worked with a gymnastics coach, he's consulted a dietitian about his food intake and when to eat, and every little detail of how to get the best out of himself is thought about and considered and implemented. Good follow up again.
Yeah, it's just really those 1%ers, right?
Yeah.
They all stack up. So you could, if you're 1% better in your eating, if you're 1% better in your recovery, you're 1% better in your technical training, it just adds up to a lot in the end. Axelsen looking really switched on here in his former 2 rounds. He did lose the second game both times after winning the first game. So let's see how his focus is throughout this whole match.
Oh my goodness, he dropped his racket. And he's played on.
And that's how
Would you believe it? I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. He drops his racket, manages to play on. Well, that's extraordinary, isn't it?
Now, I have seen a clip of a very fast mixed doubles player that used to play singles who lost his racket to the side of the court, ran to grab it, and then returned the next shot as well and won that rally.
And who was that?
Yuta Watanabe.
Really?
Extremely fast.
Yeah. Oh, that was a nice idea. I like the thought process there. Just execution let him down.
I think that's a definitely right idea for Leong here. He's just got to be able to sustain in his defense against the Axelsen attack. But if he can bring that block cross court to make Axelsen move the full length of the court there.
Well wide. Wasn't thinking about the drift there. Leong Jun Hao. brilliant. I thought Axelsen was over-committing at the front of the court earlier on in that rally. So, Jeff, here.
Right there. Good choice from Leong there to play the clear.
Good brush off the top of the tape. Missed it.
Leong's been pretty good being ready for Viktor's attack. Every time he's hitting to Viktor's rear court, I don't think I've seen Viktor hit one clear yet from his rear court. He's usually bringing the shuttle down. So Leong just needs to be really aware in his defense. And if he can add a little bit of speed into his movement, change the tempo. That's where players like Lizzie Jar, and then back when Chong Wei was playing against Axelsen, that's when they would win a lot of the rallies.
Well, a magnificent return of the flick serve from Viktor Axelsen, which means he goes to the mid-game interval with a 6-point advantage. Only 7 minutes played. Yeah, that was half a step and a jump to play that winning smash.
Kommer den vej over, så hvis du smider den vej, så flyt dig igen.
Lige nu. Jeg kan godt spille bagvejen en gang måske, fordi han rykker frem. Altså, han skal ikke gribe deroverfra. Altså ikke.
Han fik det. Ja. Sådan, når han er bag.
Ja, det er fint.
Ja, det er bare på.
20 seconds. Ball 1, 20 seconds.
Good shot.
That's a lovely shot. Using the drift to his advantage.
I think for Leong, these are the rallies he does need to play to win the points. In his match yesterday against Ginting, he was given quite a lot of free points from Ginting's errors, and I don't think that's going to come too much from Axelsen today. So every point needs to be with that much focus, with that much intent. A little bit lucky with that one. That block was quite loose from Leong.
Nice net shot.
Round 7.
Well, that win last week at the Malaysia Masters for Viktor Axelsen, Jeff, was incredibly his 40th career title. and his 30th World Tour tournament final. That's nice round numbers, isn't it? Still a way to go to catch up Lee Chong-wei's record of Super Series and World Tour titles, but it's a great achievement. Well judged.
Service over. 14-8.
A bit unfortunate here. I like Leong's intensity and purpose in this rally and the previous rally when he was able to add a little bit more speed into the game, not just play at that one pace. I think he still needs to take those chances to really challenge Viktor.
That's a pity.
15-8.
It's a good net here to set up an attacking opportunity. But Viktor's lift was just really good quality. So even though he had the attack, it's so hard to penetrate.
That's a good clear. Now, I really like that rally from Leong Jun Hao. He was dictating the pace. I don't disagree with you. In fact, I do agree with you, Jeff, that his intensity has been good. But I've felt that he hasn't commanded the rallies enough. He's got to take the rallies to Viktor Axelsen, as he did in that last rally.
Viktor is not going to give you an inch. You have to take everything for yourself.
Absolutely. That's the whole point.
Yes.
I thought yesterday against Ginting, he dictated the pace well, especially in the third game. And he's a compact player, Jun Hao. I like the fact that he's got this explosive movement, and I think he needs to use that more, as he did in the last rally, in today's quarterfinal.
Taking that net early. And just challenging Axelsen to play that tight spinning net shot from a good quality net shot.
Oh, that's nice. Another excellent rally. Longest rally so far. I think his idea to lift off the smash was a good idea from Leong Jun Hao. But I think he's just not used to playing any player as tall as Axelsen, because it's really quite difficult to get it over his head.
And the thing is, with Axelsen, when you do think you've lifted it over his head, he's still able to bring it down with so much angle.
Yes.
There's so many times where I've been watching Axelsen thinking, hey, he's got to clear this. He's got to play a slower drop shot to get himself back into position. But he's still able to play this really angled, steep shot.
Like that. So he was beautifully on balance on that one. But the acuteness of angle is astonishing. Look at that.
But I think from an Axelsen perspective, I think that's a really smart shot. I feel like Leong is kind of sitting back in his base a little bit when defending because he knows a hard smash is coming. So a bit of angle is going to make that a lot more difficult.
Oh my goodness. He had done all the hard work, had Leong Jun Hao. Two excellent net shots. And then hits the kill into the net. Explosive movement and injection of pace that I was alluding to a little earlier. Watch this movement, yeah. Leaping from the base position in the middle of the court. Play that winning smash. Very nicely done. Axelsen's able to follow up to the net. He very rarely loses the rally. 2 points away from the opening game. World #1, Viktor Axelsen.
Yeah, well taken.
And I like that, given the fact that he made a complete hash of the last time he tried to play a kill. Shows good character. Still willing to go for it. Brilliant. Utterly brilliant control from Axelsen. And 8 game point opportunities to close out this opening game for this man, the Olympic champion.
Great.
Nice. Opening game, 21-12. Opening game lasting a little over 19 minutes. Super. Disguise on that cross-court net shot. And it was played to perfection.
Yes, Viggo. Så er han nok lidt presset på løft her, ikke? Så skal vi op og fylde noget, når vi bliver spillet ind, så skal vi op og fylde.
Jeg skal have en gang.
Ja, men du har også plads nu. Så går han op og lægger den.
Jeg kan skubbe.
Så skubber der med skært inden det løfter. Og ellers så spiller du ham ind, så han ligger i de her gulgrønne og skal løfte hernede fra. Og når du bliver nødt til at markere, at du fylder noget deroppe, så han skal af med det. Og han vil ind og ligge og spille dig hele tiden på det der...
Ja, ind og mellemspil. Fart i mellemspil her. Og så fylde. Ikke?
Jo.
Og så simpelthen skubbe forbi ham derovre.
Ja.
Og først får han frem, og så over.
Og så over. Præcis.
game, level, play.
So Viktor Axelsen, 1 game to the good against Leong Jun Hao. 21-12, the opening game. This is one of the few World Tour tournaments that Viktor Axelsen has not contested the final at. Now, it was rather alarming that he was doing some really quite heavy stretching exercises during that 2-minute timeout. He's been rubbing his back. Not sure whether it's a back injury or hip injury. Feeling slightly uncomfortable, that's for certain. Had a slight twist of his ankle yesterday. Well, this is an 8th appearance at the Singapore Open for Viktor Axelsen, but a first for 5 years. And he's looking to reach a 3rd semi-final at this particular event. His first was in 2012, 12 years ago, which means that he was just an 18-year-old. I suppose that's the difference when you're an 18-year-old. You don't have the aches and pains when you do when you turn the big 3-0. Just wait till you turn the big 6-0, as I've done. Could hardly get up to my commentary position. Do you think there's anything that the Malaysian should try here, Jeff? Different to what he did in the opening game? I mean, we saw some super rallies, but if you had been there at the coaching break, what would you have said to him to try and do in this second game? What to focus on? Good rally. Missed it. He's holding his back again, is Axelsen.
I think Leong played a really good rally there. You could see at the beginning, he wasn't giving away any of this because he's playing with the drift now. So what I'd be saying is that keep that intensity forward, keep that attacking play. Even if you can't hit a winner, just try to keep the shuttle down. Get yourself a short lift if you can, and then keep attacking. But be wary that Viktor's probably going to sense that you're not playing to the rear quad much, and he's going to be creeping forward. But you have to take that chance, because if you're lifting short to Viktor because you can't get the right length, that happens. Exactly, that happens.
Yeah. Just wide. Well, Viktor's here with his whole family, including his 2 daughters. In fact, they're all sitting just behind the court. Oh, that's nice.
See that intent from Viktor, not on that shot itself, that one there, and also the return of serve is really pushing forward. It's almost challenging, Leong.
4-all.
Hit it over me. See if you can get a good length. If not, then I'm ready at the net.
Not the best of net shots from Axelsen, though.
That is over. 5-all.
More proof to me that the lengthways drift is not as drastic as it's been earlier in the tournament.
You would usually see that slow down and land in. There's a big couple out the back. That one has landed in.
There's a challenge here, though, from Leong Jun Hao. In, plumb on the line. Good defence. That's lovely defence. You were talking about that earlier, Jeff, about his defensive play.
I think defending off the body, that's something that Axelsen has improved drastically.
Nice angle. Now, had his strings already gone before he tried that last shot?
I think it was on the very last shot because he was so out of position.
Strings are okay there.
Yeah, I think on the last one
It was
there.
on the last one.
I think that one was just a little bit of frustration. He was doing everything right in that rally.
Equals the longest rally of the match. This is good work rate from Axelsen. That's landed in. That's very, very clever. When that left his racket, it looked to me as it was going to go well wide, using the drift to his advantage to bring the shuttle back in. And the thing is that players at this level of competition, they judge whether the shuttle's going to be in or out initially from how it leaves your opponent's racket. So you make a judgment quite early on. So when you're playing in drifty conditions, you have to override the instinct and say, no, that's going to come back in, or it's going to drift out. Because you get so ingrained into watching the flight of the shuttle off your opponent's racket, and you know when it's going to go wide. Oh,
It's
dear me.
over. 7-9.
Well, that'd have been 4 straight points for Axelsen.
Notice in this second game, Axelsen he's making the court extremely small for himself. So what I mean by that is when he's playing his nets, he's not often playing really tight. He's kind of pushing them into the court. He's pushing them into the rear court. It's kind of making the court really small. So he's actually not moving that much. So see that net, it's not going all the way. So it's not going all the way close to the net. He's kind of just...
This is Axelsen you're talking about.
Yeah.
8-10.
Well, Axelsen is a little irritated that there's extra delay while the court attendant comes back on. Nice. And the court attendant will now have to come on Axelsen's end of the court. Well, the huge roar from the fans inside the Singapore Indoor Stadium have been watching a fantastic women's singles on court number 2, which Gregoria Maresca-Tunja has come through against Wang Shi. Slammed it in.
Drift has brought that one in again.
That's amazing, isn't it? 11-9, the advantage at the mid-game interval for Viktor Axelsen. Yeah, he can hardly believe it. He's stretching again, is Axelsen. That's worrying.
Så får du det nedadgående slag selv. Så du kan hellere det op på linjen.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. 11-9. Play.
It's a wonderful crowd here this evening, the quarterfinals evening. And of course, there's a home player playing later on, our last match of the day. That's a fabulous smash. And of course, is former world champion Leong Jun Hao. Super shot.
Axelsen yet again, just so aggressive on that return of serve. Leong did try a couple of flick serves in the first game, weren't really successful.
Next match on court 2. Let's welcome our technical officials.
He's starting to get a bit more success now in his attack. He's attacking kind of the body in those flat exchanges, getting a shorter lift from that, and then injecting speed to finish the point off.
Service over. 13-11.
That push there is just too flat. Right in Axelsen's hitting zone.
Oh, that's a good
Great
shot.
14-11.
And now, let's welcome our players. Men's doubles. Fajar Alvan and Muhammad Riyad Adendo and Malaysia.
Oh, that is superb.
15-11.
How many smashes from that round the head position has he hit cross court today? And then suddenly one straight down the line.
Umpire Leong Jun Hao, Korea. Service judge, Sudirman, Singapore.
16-11.
Yeah, the body language of this man is looking to me as if he's not sure that he believes anymore. There's a challenge here.
Challenges.
I
Hold
think he's
up.
running out of ideas.
Yeah. But I like that defensive shot again, where he lifted off the defence. Axelsen, of course, played the steep angle. That was wide. Well done, line judge.
Challenge unsuccessful. No challenges remaining.
So he's out of challenges now.
17-11.
So 5 straight points now for Axelsen. And
Play.
one suspects that this is the decisive move.
That's another reason why Axelsen is so hard to play against, because when something works for a few points, he's so switched on that you do those same things that worked and they don't work anymore.
Oh,
19-11.
Trying to be aggressive at the net there, but it's that shot quality by Axelsen. So good.
brilliant. There was the round the head cross court smash once again. And 9 match point opportunities. Only needed the one. 21-12, 21-11, the margin of his victory. A match lasting 41 minutes. A third semi-final awaits for Viktor Axelsen tomorrow.
21-12, 21-11.
This is the final rally. And the acute angle on the round the head smash where he's had such wonderful success today. But Leong Jun Hao has had a wonderful tournament, and a tournament that he will remember for a long, long time. So 21-12, 21-11. in 41 minutes. Axelsen through to a third Singapore Open semi-final. Gets congratulated by his daughters. How lovely.